welcome to another YouTube video. Today is exciting. It's an exciting day. I am answering my very first question and answer video. Yay! So this is exciting. People have written in. It sounds like I'm on friggin' like a radio show or something. Anyways, people have sent me questions on Instagram, on Twitter, whatever, and I'm here to answer them. So these are in no particular order, and some people asked questions that were like kind of similar to each other, so I sort of like lumped them together. If you don't hear your question answered here, I don't have time for all of them because I did get quite a lot. So feel free to ask me more. Feel free to message me and ask questions for future videos or leave them in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to them in the next one. All right, first question. How did you get into goth / when did you first develop your sick style / how did you find your gorgeous style? Those are three questions that I thought were fairly similar, so. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too long answering this because this is a very long explanation. But if you watch some of my other videos, you guys know that I grew up north. And we didn't have regular access to the internet. So I would see goth people in magazines, such as Gothic Beauty, if I was lucky enough to get my hands on one, or like tattoo magazines or stuff like that, or style magazines, piercing magazines. And I just thought that was amazing, like absolutely amazing. And, you know, I liked the music, like heavier music. And I loved, but it wasn't like, you know, big corporate goth companies didn't really exist that much then. I mean, there was a couple, but I mean, all this, you know, pre-made goth stuff that you can just buy on the internet, like that wasn't a thing. So we DIY'd everything, like me and my few alternative friends. And there also wasn't enough goth kids to be like a group. So we were just kind of like the weirdos. It was like the art kids, the drama kids, you know, whatever. And we would just go to the thrift store and we would buy things like slips or, you know, old pairs of fishnet pantyhose or like old vintage gloves or jackets and stuff like that and alter them. And, you know, I couldn't sew worth shit at that time. So all we did was we would put like safety pins in them, or we would like rip them up and cut them differently and like hand stitch them back together. And like, there weren't really any rules to it, which was kind of cool. It was sort of like a creative freedom. Like I didn't have all these images blasted in my face on the internet all the time of like what goth people should be and all these like pre-made looks. You know, I find that there's, I meet a lot of people that aren't that creative with their style just because they see things on the internet and they're like, this is exactly what I want to look like. Someone has put that outfit together and that is the outfit that I want to wear. But that's not how I grew up. So I just learned to sort of like put things together and style things as I like them. And they were never the same as anyone else's because the stuff that you find at the thrift store is what you find, right? And we just altered it. And so that's sort of why I'm not bound by the rules of goth, so to speak. I just sort of do whatever the fuck I want and like put it together. And I think it looks pretty great. Okay, next question. I talked too long. Besides Trent Reznor, which other goth industrial artist would you love to meet? You know me too well, person who asked that. I would love to meet Trent Reznor, of course. But like I love a lot of goth bands. I think it would be really, really cool to meet like, not that he's goth, but like David Bowie would have been amazing. I did see him in concert once and it was fabulous. But of course I never got to like speak to the man. So that would be really cool. You know, like Peter Murphy. I think that it would be really cool. I just like musicians. I think it would be really cool to like talk to a lot of people and like hear a lot of the stories from behind the music, if that makes sense. I think that would be really great. How did you and Brody meet? This is a funny story. You're going to like this. It begins with a goth cliche. It was Halloween night. Actually true, we met on Halloween night. So my best friend in high school, Victoria, and his best friend in high school, Pete, we went to different high schools. I went to like a public high school. He went to like a Catholic high school. So we didn't know each other at all. Victoria and Pete were dating. And it was Halloween night and we were going to go out as a group and do whatever teenagers do on Halloween, right? And Victoria was like, I should dress gothic, right? Like I should dress like you. That would be fun. And we were like, okay, cool. So, and Pete, her boyfriend, was not alternative like at all. He was a cute little dorky curly haired guy. And, you know, we thought it would be fun to also dress him up to go out. And he was like, hey, like, do you mind if my friend Brody comes along? And we were like, whatever, like the more the merrier. I'd never met him. So we got on the phone and we just started talking and we got along really well. And I was just like, yeah, like I have a really great goth outfit. Like I'm really excited to go out for Halloween. And he's like, me too. He's like, bet you anything I can outdress you. And I was like, fat fucking chance, idiot. I was like, I got this. And he's like, psh, we'll see when I show up. So anyways, we decided that we were going to outdress each other, this person, Brody, that I had never met. And he showed up and he was like, huh, you look really good. And I was like, you look really good too. So we spent Halloween night together and we ate a tube of cookie dough together. And, you know, it was a lot of fun and all that. And then next time I saw him, he looked exactly the same. And so did I. And he was like, whoa, you look exactly the same. And I was like, you also look exactly the same. And so as awkward teenagers do, he didn't know what to say to me next. And he was like, can I look through your CDs? And I was like, sure, because I had a stack of CDs with me. And he started looking through them, and I can't even remember what was in there. Probably like Rob Zombie, Hellbilly Deluxe, Mechanical Animals. And at that point, he thought I was a giant poser for listening to Marilyn Manson. And he told me so, because he had no filter at that time. And I called him an asshole, and Gothic love was born. So there you go. Met on Halloween, dressed like goth people. What are you going to do? Been together ever since. Okay, next question. How long does it take for you to get ready for a night out? Not as long as you think, actually. Like, I watch a lot of videos of people getting ready, and they're like, it takes me 3 hours or something crazy like that. I would say probably an hour. I would say an hour, like start to finish. Like hair, makeup, outfit, the whole business. If I have like some sort of problem, maybe like an hour 15 or something, but generally about an hour. Okay, what is your job / do you take commissions? So my job is that I own a costume shop. I am a seamstress. I own a little costume shop in Ontario where we do specialty makeup, wigs, costumes, accessories, stuff like that. And yes, I do take commissions. I have a huge lineup of commissions, actually. I'm usually booked like 3 to 6 months in advance anyways. And I do a lot of sewing for burlesque girls, drag queens, cosplayers, people who just like alternative fashion. I've made a couple of things for people on the internet that have seen my stuff. So yes, there you go. I call myself Satan's seamstress. That is my job. What are your favorite bands? Well, this is tough. I touched on this a little bit before. I do like gothic rock, but I like pretty much everything that's fairly heavy. Like I like a lot of like, I don't even know what you call it, like hard rock, like Rob Zombie and stuff. I like Nine Inch Nails a lot. I like Rob Zombie, like I said, a lot. I like Tool a lot. I like Sisters of Mercy. I like Bauhaus. I like, oh my God, I can't even think of his name right now. I am ruined. Blech, I just had a brain fart. Anyways, all that good stuff. I have pretty diverse taste in music as long as it's pretty heavy. What would your dream vacation be? Well, a couple years ago, Brody and I went to England, and that was up there on my dream vacations, and it was amazing. Like, I absolutely fell in love with like London, and I absolutely can't wait to go back. That would be a total dream to be able to go back there. Also, I've always wanted to go to WGT, and that's on my bucket list one of these years. I'm gonna go, I swear to God. I just haven't got there yet. Favorite accessory piece? That's hard because I have like a million accessories. Like I have belts and collars and jewelry and like, well, if you've watched my bedroom video, like the part in the apartment tour, like, you know. But I would probably say that like up there is this collar. I bought this in 2000. I think it was the year 2000 when I bought this, and it has barely left my neck since. Like I feel like weird and like naked without it. And if I have ever think that I lost it, like if I misplace it, I get like upset because I don't know where it is. Cause like, I love this thing. Okay. Share some photos of your early alt days. I absolutely will. I'm going to make a video on that. They're buried, so they're hard for me to get to right now because they're in a trunk somewhere. But I'm going to do a video on that. Just you wait. You will be surprised. Okay. Have you had to deal with people criticizing your style? And if so, how do you deal with it? Every fucking day. Like, honest to God, every fucking day, because I work with the public and they have no idea. Like, they come in and they hear your voice on the phone and they have no idea what you look like and whatever. And they come into my store and I get people that outright scream. Like, I'll come around the corner and they'll be like, Dad, like jump back. I get people that go and like intake their breath. I get people that ask me what costume I'm wearing and what I'm supposed to be. I get people that make rude jokes about my height or whatever, like every fucking day. And it gets really tiresome. But I try to be good about it. I try to like, you know, if they're not rude, like if they're just asking really blunt questions because they don't understand. Like I will tell anybody anything because I try to be nice and open and educational and whatever and not be that rude person. But like some days, and I mean, if you're talking about dude bros yelling weird shit at me in public, then I'm usually pretty rude back because like fuck that noise. But you know, you develop a hard shell and like it honestly, like it gets tiresome, but it doesn't bother me anymore. Like I don't care. People say all kinds of rude shit to me all the time, and like there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't actually affect you in any way. So like don't worry about it. Don't let it make you feel bad and just go about your day. Okay. First piercing. Well, this is kind of boring. It's just the normal, like, hang on. Let me see if I can get my ear close to the camera over here. It's these guys here, the regular first lobes. Just like, you know, most other little people. But I am going to do a video. I'm going to do the my piercing tag, which my friend that helps me edit is not looking forward to because I obviously have a lot of piercings. So she's like, fuck, I don't want to edit that video. And I was like, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to love to see it. So get ready. I'm going to do it. Do you listen to Five Finger Death Punch? And if so, what is your favorite song? Okay, so I'm not that familiar with Five Finger Death Punch. I've heard some of their stuff. I like it. Like it's in the heavy genre. I definitely like it, but I don't know it well enough to like be able to name you a lot of songs that they play. I am fond of the song called You, the remix version of it, because you know it's rude, it's heavy, it's good to dance to. I like it. And a gentleman actually commissioned me to make the particular skeleton suit that the drummer, I think, from Five Finger Death Punch wears. And I did. I made it, and I'm going to show you. We videotaped it, and I'm fucking excited about how it turned out. Get ready. Okay, did you see it? Wasn't that exciting? That thing, I only had 3 weeks to make that thing. 3 weeks. I wanted to kill the guy. But like, super impressed at how it turned out. I sewed all the wires in myself, all the light boxes, connected everything. Whole business. I'm really glad I videotaped it before it left and I never saw it again. Okay, next song. Oh my God. Next question. Do you own a human skull yet? No, I do not. But I do own a human spine and half of a human heart. That's about as close as I got right now. It's on my to-do list. And the final question. If you had a goth band, what would you play and what would it be called? Well, I don't know. I don't really play any musical instruments. I used to play bagpipes a million years ago. I used to play, me and my friend that played bagpipes in high school used to go in talent shows and do that song Chutes and Ladders by Korn because that was one of the only alternative songs that I knew that had bagpipes in it. But I haven't played in a million years. So I don't know. I definitely have to learn an instrument or just do really bad vocals. I think I'd be an awesome front person for a band, don't you? But as for what it would be called, this is actually quite funny. I think I've told you that me and my friend have a badass girl sewing gang we call Satan Seamstresses, and we have jackets. We have leather jackets that say Satan Seamstresses on the back. And people often ask me if we're in a band. They're like, is that your band name? Are you guys in a band? So that's kind of a running joke. So anyways, my band would be called Satan Seamstresses, and we even have made up our first album title. It's called Hell on Heels. So there you go. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you enjoyed me answering questions that you guys sent me. And like I said, if you didn't get your question answered, like, I'm sorry, we got a lot of questions. But ask more. I'll answer them next time. And there you have it. And if you liked this video, and I hope you did, if you could please give it a thumbs up, that would be amazing. It looks like this. It's the thing that's shaped like this down on the bottom. You could press that. If you want to subscribe to my channel, that would be even more amazing so I can answer more questions for you guys. If you want to ring the bell, you can get notifications for when I put up new videos, which is like every week, usually, unless something quite serious is going on, but I try to do it once a week. And yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, I'm under Madame_Absinthe on Instagram and on Twitter. On Instagram, it's mostly like outfits, like this tattered tailcoat that I'm wearing and tin type necklace. Twitter is mostly sewing in progress / other completely random shit that happens. And that's it. Please like, please subscribe, follow me on social media if you want to, ring the bell, and hopefully I will be able to film more question and answer videos for you guys shortly.